Sige, so ito. So, so practically, right now, these are the set of tasks or mini projects that we go through when launching a new product. Uh, what happens here is parang we pave the way into making sure na the PPC campaign can be done efficiently, the email and review campaign can be done efficiently. So parang ma-align siya with the processes that we have designed for ourselves doon sa business as usual task that we discussed initially, right? Mm, the assumption here is there's a product na bibigay na lang sa atin. So it's really, hindi pa niya actually kino-cover yung product research and manufacturing stage. So the assumption here is we have clients who have specific products and we just have to optimize their listing in Amazon and track and maintain them, right? And yeah, the idea is that this is all the steps that needs to be done. I'll just go through one by one. What I'm hoping to happen here is these are also low level tasks. So parang ideally this is something that we can subdivide to the rest of the team, and specifically subdivide in such a way that it also aligns with the set of tasks that we are initially performing na. So for example, any tasks that are related into uploading the first set of ads, malamang si Joseph yung gagawa. Any tasks that are related into uploading the listing, making sure the images are good, that might better fall off to you, Krisha, and things like that. So I'll discuss this, but it's not set in stone. Like I mentioned about earlier, if you think that there are some projects that you want to do, just inform me and we can realign things, right? Pero right now, let's just discuss all of this one by one. You're 1% optimized, 1%. The optimization part. Okay, kaya siya lang siya SKU. Kasi the projects, well, the underlying idea here is all we have to change is the SKU and the market, and then we can make that as a template now for a new project. For example, this is one of the tasks that was performed. Launch yung SKU SDK 003 sa UK, and you have all of that in the checklist. Or to give you an idea of the things that was done na. Wala dito yung mga done. I think wala dito yung mga done nasa kabilang board. Hindi ko na tinanswer mga bands. So parang yeah, so practically when we're launching new product, we just name the SKU and we name the market. The reason why we need to name both is because all of these would need to launch individually in all of those markets. And so we have 7. So technically, you have one product line and then parang nakaset up yung 7 markets mo. You have to launch across all of those 7. And although there are some things that can be replicated with the same products, like maybe the keywords may be the same, but a lot of that, even if the same product, needs to be done by scratch. Because for example, in Germany, they need to be locally listed and you cannot use stickers. You have to use their local version of stickers. And maybe when you do keyword research sa market nila, laptop sticker, people aren't really looking for laptop stickers, they're more towards scrapbooking. So in a sense, translating your listing directly from the US into German, Japanese, Chinese, Italian, it wouldn't really work effectively. It would still work, but it would not be as effective as having to actually do through the entire process of the research and all, right? So anyway, this is the process. First, and this is really the most important one. That's the reason why siya ay nasa taas. And that's the reason why it's also one of the most heavily graded. It's because everything else is dependent sa kanya. Itong research relevant keywords. As in everything else. If your keywords are bad, your PPC wouldn't work. Although your discoverability campaigns might be able to find the better keywords, pero relying on discoverability would take a lot of time. So ideally, if you want to be able to ramp up fast, yung relevant keywords mo is you inputted it from the start na. Right? So that's really, like I mentioned, everything else would be adapted to that kasi that also dictate how would you write down your copy. It also dictate what kind of images you would use. It would, and along all of that line. So in a sense, finding the keywords that we're using is really good. May factor dito na medyo may alam ka sa market. Pero of course, if you don't know the market well, like I mentioned, if you're not a marketing genius, you just have to be a data genius. Mabagal nga lang siya pero you still be arranging the same result. So that's the reason kung bakit ang current process ngayon is parang get the list of all of the 100 keywords and then iterate that keyword into the listing, striking off those that are not working, and then putting in those that work. If you have market knowledge, immediately you can identify those that work. So you practically save what 1 or 2 months of time, right? So, pero if you're doing this in an agency way, where parang we're taking any customers regardless of the market, malamang-lamang, although some form of insight would still be good, pero malamang-lamang, we would have to go through the brute force process. So what we use for that is helium-10. I have some form of rudimentary process na nakalagay in place just to make sure na our keyword list is comprehensive. So what you don't want to happen is to miss na parang, okay, I have laptop stickers in, pero actually people search, an alternative keyword na people search for is computer stickers or MacBook stickers, and I don't have that. So I have a product that would have worked for that market, pero because I didn't identify that that is also a relevant keyword, and hindi siya nalagay doon sa list ko, right? So for keyword research, I listed, I think na-list ko na sa kanya yung process that I have here below. So practically, this is what I go through one by one. First is I have a seed keyword. Kumbaga, I have a guess. I put in my guess na, my personal guess of what this product is. For example, stickers, I can just put stickers there. If it's plant stickers, I can put plant stickers there, right? And this tool by Helium10 called Keyword Research. This one. What it does is that when you enter a seed keyword here, it would also list down what it thinks are equally relevant keyword related to what you enter. So for example, if I enter stickers here, yeah, so you search for that before na. So yeah, meron siyang you search for that before. If I enter sticker here, it would also give me a list of what things are parallel keywords that is related to the main one. So you may kita mo, I have sticker collection, sticker in bulk, toddler stickers, stickers toddler, wedding stickers for helmets, etc., 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 etc. Right? So it gives you very comprehensive. This one is about, it seems na about 2,500 siya. And what I do is I download this, and so you have a way to export this into a CSV file, and then I put it into the sheet, and then I process it in the sheet. But I process it later, right? On the first step, usually what I do muna is gang up on a lot of the keywords. And specifically, after I built this to stickers, right, I would handpick a couple of the things that I think is relevant. For example, if see here, na okay, maybe what I would do initially is I would rank it by exact phrase volume, so by search volume. So the higher the search volume, the more important it is, right? And I see, okay, laptop stickers. Maybe this is something I can rank for. So what I would do is I would copy this and then paste it again as a seed keyword. Search for it again. And then I have a new set of keywords in the mind. And then I would download that again. And yun, I would go through the process, okay, ranking this again, getting all of the things I think is relevant, putting it in the seed, and then downloading it. So parang inuulit-ulit mo lang yung process. So maybe I do it about 3 to 5 times just to make sure na parang I covered everything comprehensively, right? And then maybe I would also do it to the more targeted ones, like if it's a cactus sticker, although I've done na yung mga general terms like laptop stickers, scrapbooks, and then I would also for cactus stickers naman, and then also download the stickers for that. So parang that process yung process by itself can have some optimization pa. So this is probably a project that can stand alone on its own. So parang optimizing this such that it take. We know how many times we have to do that cycle. But yeah, practically the idea here is you go through that cycle to make sure lang na you have a comprehensive list of keywords. Right? And then I downloaded a sheet here. So now I have what I call a keyword library. This is a listing. Keyword library. Parang dito ko lang siya nilalagay lahat. Kasi para lang hindi ma-replicate yung oras. Kasi for stickers naman, for example, although maybe you have flower stickers and then cactus stickers, definitely the search, meron ka mga specific niche keyword there like cactus stickers or water stickers. Pero all of the other rest more general ones like laptops, etc., can be reusable. So at least pag nandito na siya, I don't have to pull up that research na again. Pero that's the reason on why you see I have here a source. So parang for example, when I initially downloaded this was the seed keyword that I use. And then all of that is yung mga result niya. So I just put everything here after a new run. And then what I would do is that I would highlight yung keyword, and I have this tool called add-ons, remove duplicates. Kasi most of the time, when you say relevant keywords, a lot of that will be duplicates. So I just, even if it comes from multiple files, after I pasted it here, I would remove all of the duplicates just so that I know na all of the keywords na nandito sa listahan are unique. Right? So afterwards, I remove the duplicate, and then afterwards, I manually read all doon sa natira. That may be a list of 300 keywords and assign themes to them. Themes, right? So for example, this one would be falling into the calendar art theme. This one is a calendar theme. Maybe this one is a planner theme, planner stickers theme, bullet journal stickers theme, etc. Kid stickers theme, etc., etc. So that when I go to make a listing, if I think that these stickers would qualify as a kid sticker, I can just pull all of the keywords from the kid stickers. Right? So yeah, so that is one part.
So meron kang theme na kid stickers?
Yeah, makikita mo naman kasi sa search. I mean, for example, when it's raw, wala to. When it's raw, wala to. So parang this is the one that you would assign yourself manually. Wala yan. So parang, okay, I read the keyword, cat wall stickers. So maybe after I see na parang, okay, ang daming mga relevant terms for wall stickers. So I would just assign that as wall stickers as a theme, as a standalone theme by itself. So, pero that requires manual judgment. So actually, yan yung matagal na process sa kanya, pagpaprocess ng keywords and putting them into themes. Kasi we're talking about sometimes even 500 keywords here na you have to process the themes manually.
So, is it possible na multiple themes siya? Kasi yan, pwedeng wall, pwedeng stickers.
Yes. So what I do is parang I rank it in a more general going into a more niche. Technically qualified siya stickers, right? Pero since meron siyang wall, and lahat naman ng under ng wall stickers will fall under stickers. So I assign a theme on it by itself. And I title it. Actually, what I title it, recently binago ko siya. Ginawa ko siyang stickers wall. So kung makikita niyo dito, under stickers, so parang yan, stickers 100 pieces, stickers general, stickers wall. So parang that means na the first word is the main thing. And then yung mga succeeding terms are like yung mga niche themes na yun, para mas madali siyang i-highlight. Pero yeah, so this is what I do. Another thing that you would see when it comes to the source, wala yata dito. Pero on, I think sa UK keyword library meron. Tingnan ko na lang. Iba-iba yung keyword library per ano. And I have to do this for different product lines. So, using wala rin dito. Hindi, ito pala nasa source. You would see it has some sources. Clear natin to. Na this one, source. So, these ones are asins. So asins, those are products. So the next step, we do, it's a two-step process yung paghanap ng keywords. One muna is parang you take a guess, and then you put in the seed, extract, put in the seed, extract, put in the seed, extract. So parang yung mga guesses mo, what the product is relevant for, and then compiling all of the list of the parallel keywords it has with them, right? And then secondarily, and equally important, is building a list of your competitors or people that you would want to compete with your product line, and then finding out what keywords they're ranking for. So you can do that with the same tool naman. You can do that through this tool called Reverse Asin Lookup, where what you need to do is you put in the asin for that competitor. For example, give me a product line. Pakita natin. One product that you're curious about. Sabihin natin diary. Let's put a diary. Sabihin natin itong isang center diary nito, 2019's at a glance diary. Okay. So if sabihin natin, if I want to enter the diary line, right? And I want to see who am I competing with. So I'll get their ASIN, which is this one. This is like a unique identification number for all products in Amazon. Put it here. Reverse search, and it will give me a list of all the keywords that this guy is ranking for. See? It's ranking for this. Now, if their competitor, actually mas mahalaga, there's some level of importance sa keywords nila, because what you want to see is where are they, what are the high volume competitive keywords that they are in, and making sure na parang you're also trying to compete with that. It might be more difficult for you kasi malamang-lamang established na sila sa market. Lalo na kung Amazon's choice sila dyan, mahirap na silang alisin. But I mean, it wouldn't hurt if you're testing it out to still try to do that, right? So yeah. So what we would do is we would extract the ASIN, go to the same process, export it, put it in the keyword list, find the duplicates, and then rank it out. So for example, yung mga ASINs na nandito, these are actually the ASINs coming from competition. Yeah, I have two. I'll show you. See? Pero look at this one. Nag-qualify yung ASIN. That means na parang these are unique keywords na hindi na-discover when we did the term search, the search earlier. Right? Kasi it's still walang duplicate. So in a sense, the beauty here is parang you look at similar product in the market and extract knowledge that Amazon has gained from testing their product. So parang this is our indirect hack in market insighting. So apparently, I think this one definitely all of these are competition. But look at this. I wouldn't even think that people with bikes actually search for stickers to put on their helmet. And helmet decals. What's happening there? Yeah. I mean, if you're just along the stickers line, you immediately assume na parang okay, scrapbook na yan or laptop. Apparently, you have a good volume of people na looking for, you might have a good volume of people looking for things that they can put on their helmets. That can qualify for that. Or another thing, misspellings. So some people would spell out stickers as tickets. So if you didn't put that as one of your keywords, you wouldn't even rank as tickets, right? So yeah, competitor research. In fact, ang suggested, the Helium actually doesn't suggest yung initial strategy, or one earlier, where you put in keywords that you determine by yourself. What they actually recommend as a process is go get yung competitor type. Go get your top 3 to 5 competitors.
Organic lang.
Huh?
So organic search.
Organic competitor, yeah, definitely dapat organic. Put in the top 3 to 5, and then actually see what keywords are they all ranking for. So parang all of them are ranking for, right? And then make sure that this in your listings. So the tool has that capability. The tool actually has capability of putting additional listings and comparing all of those listings kung ilan yung nag-rank. We're not using it to that level pa. Actually using it to that level might be more helpful into making this process more efficient for us. But it's a matter that I don't have time for you to develop that path. But yeah, those are the two processes that we have in hand when looking for keywords. So now, after you have all of the keywords in this library, the next step is to, if you have a new product, or if you're introducing a new product, actually selecting which theme is relevant for your product line and grab all of those keywords under that specific theme. Yeah. So for example, if it's stickers, maybe I'll get decals, stickers, probably not sticker for helmet if I don't see it especially useful for helmets because parang people don't really like to put cactus on their helmet. They might if they wanted to travel, but it might not for cactus. It's more of a subjective decision. And then filter out all of these keywords, copy them, and then paste them into your specific listing. So for example, this is one of the things that I did the previous time recently. Yeah, here. So paste them here. So yeah, for example, for this one, I determined, okay, the themes that I like are these. So I decided to select tatlo. Tatlo lang palang sinelect ko dito. Interesting. Bakit tatlo lang? I think just because maliit yung market. Maliit pa market na such that wala pa sila ng mga specialized niche themes. So I just select 3 themes as relevant for this. One is yung general na stickers na term. And then 2 competitor ASINs na I think I should be able to compete for directly. Yeah? And then, yeah, nandito na siya. List them down. So yeah, even just for those 3, I have a list of about, I think, around 80 keywords here. So marami siya. So that is yung keyword research na stage. This one. First one. Questions there? Now, that is really relevant, like I mentioned, kasi if yung keyword research pa lang, mali na yung mali na yung nakita mo, all of the ads and all of the optimizations down the line wouldn't work. And although yung current process natin, it would be able to catch that. Kasi what we do is after a month or two, we kill that off and then replace it with new keywords, right? Pero still, sabihin natin after a month, we assess the performance of the keywords that we selected and then scrap those non-performing ones and replace them with a new one. Pero what happens there, if you misselect from the simula pa lang, you're practically lagging behind by 1 month of performance. Diba? So parang a good spending time there to actually do some level of research in the market and finding the keywords would actually save you a lot of time when it comes to moving forward along the line.
So how do you update yung volume sa ano yung isang volume doon?
Yung competitiveness magnet IQ, you don't update that. We got that from the tool. What we can update is what keywords are we trying to rank for.
Hindi kasi di ba that changes parang from the data?
Yeah. Every now and then it changes depending on seasonality. Hindi pa siya na-update. It should. Hindi pala pa sa process natin na na-update siya. Just because, bakit hindi ko siya prioritize? It's because end-to-end, the final number is roughly around the same naman eh. Kumbaga, now, the stickers keyword might be 15,000, next week it's 16, next week it's 14, pero definitely it's still around that range as compared sa laptop stickers na nasa 3,000, diba? So, malayo siya. Pero, yeah, by right, dapat na-update siya. Wala pa sa process natin yung na-update siya. Unfortunately. That might be something that we would want to work on in the future. Okay, next is set up yung product photography. This one, merong outlines in Amazon that the things that you need to do. White background, number of pixels, etc. That one is more technical. The kind of photos is what matters. So that would determine it. Now, the general strategy here, top level, is again, build a list of all your competitors. Look at how they did their photos and parang start off with that. So the assumption is that if people are buying their product, it's because parang people are engaged somehow with what they put in the listing, either the photos that they have or the words that they use, right? So parang at the very least, parang use that as a reference to start your own. And then afterwards, moving forward, as you move along, you get insights. Parang you get ideas. Okay, maybe this would work, maybe that would work. Then you change that out along the way. But when it comes to photography, that's a standard. So right now, we do have a photographer that we hire part-time. Unfortunately, she needs very detailed instructions of what to do and what to capture. So practically what happens there is every time, meron ka 7 images here that you need to fill out. So each listing would have about 7 images. So for example, not ideally, people would say na dapat you have to fill it out pero even for some, they don't fill out that much. Pero look at ours. So parang this is about 6 months worth of iterations when it comes to the photo, and it's still something that we're iterating along the way as we do the testing with Spirit 3. So 7 images. One is parang we instruct them, okay, capture something like this. Na nakaporma siya where every sticker is compiled in the middle and parang pabilog. Next one, capture something na parang full screen, puro stickers lang. Next one, capture something na naka-outline siya in a square. Unfortunately, you have to give detailed instructions sa kanya kung paano niya i-capture the composition, kung paano niya gagawin. And then, you practically wait for a week, 1 week para maibalik niya sa'yo. And then, sa simula medyo, there was some iteration pa eh. So actually, to give you an idea what was the initial work that she did, hindi na iterate. So parang see, before, when she did the hand shot, may gray na background. And then when we tested, we see na okay, those performing under white na walang background is perform better in white na background. That's the reason why ngayon white na yan. Before, ang ginagamit niyang props is phone. Ito. And then we saw na okay, laptop actually performs better. Kaya ngayon dapat laptop na siya. Pero yeah, when it's a new product where you don't have this level of insight, kasi this level of insight you just gain it through Speak 3 eh. When it's a new product, you don't have that. What you do is you grab things from other products, from Google or other products in Amazon, put it in a paper, ask them, I want you to take something similar to this, and then wait afterwards. So 7. Yeah? Next is setting up ng ads. Broad phrase. So ito yung 4 na category. Actually, 1, 2, 3, exact and product targeting. Ito yung limang campaigns that we do. Broad. Yung keyword type na campaigns is tatlo. Broad phrase and exact. The difference, yung discovery campaign natin is yung phrase and broad. Yung ating converted na is yung exact. Broad means na Amazon actually assumes that your product is relevant for other keywords. So for example, for sticker, if the customer types in decals, Amazon would if and it's under a broad campaign, it would show your product under that then, decals, right? So parang it's broad. Similar keywords are included as part of those na parang your ads are shown. When it's under a phrase type na campaign, it has to have that specific phrase that you type in. So if you type in stickers, if it's under a phrase campaign, decals, it wouldn't appear in decals. Kasi wala siyang sticker sa word. It would appear under cactus stickers, laptop stickers, cute laptop stickers. Right? The word stickers need to be there before it appears sa phrase campaign. Right? Exact campaign, that exact keyword should match. So if it's under an exact campaign, and you put it under the keyword stickers, your product wouldn't appear in decals, your product wouldn't appear in laptop stickers, your product wouldn't appear in cute stickers, it would only appear under stickers. So yun yung difference ng tatlo na yun, right? So that's why ang strategy natin, what we have that what we call discovery campaigns, which is yung broad and yung phrase, where parang what we do is lahat ng keywords under the keyword research na ginawa natin earlier, we put it under the broad and phrase, and then just have it spent. So parang ang kagandahan not only are we targeting those specific keywords that we identify na, all of the related keywords that we might have missed from our keywords research, makukuha rin niya. Right? And then, once we see na may nag-convert, sabihin natin nag-convert siya for decals, what we would do is we would transfer that word to the exact campaign. So we know that we have a history of converting for that keyword na.
At least one convert.
One convert. So pupunta na siya doon sa exact campaign, and then we would put that as a negative doon sa broad and phrase.
Negative.
Negative, meaning na the next time na someone search for that, the broad campaign wouldn't put that as relevant na for us. Kasi it's under our exact campaign na eh. Kung hindi natin siya alisin doon sa broad, what would happen is our broad campaign would compete against our exact campaign. It's a bidding system eh. Right? So parang nag-bid sila individually. So parang that just makes sure na parang it's a clean up process, and then that also makes sure na we're not bidding against ourselves for that keyword. So every time na nagko-convert siya, we put it as a negative. So the next time hindi siya mag-show up doon. So parang nangyayari, this discovers keywords and everything gets transferred doon sa exact mo. Right? So that's the reason kung bakit yung exact campaign tends to be the cheapest in terms of ACOS, and the broad and the phrase tends to be more expensive in terms of ACOS. So what we do is we just limit the budgets of broad and phrase just so that we have enough to further discover things. So, for example, in the future, if there's a new trend in the industry, the broad and the phrase might still capture it, right? Yan nasa exact. Now, yun yung ano. So, kaya yung broad, you see, merong process dito na all suggested keywords. Kasi pag once we do the campaign, Amazon would actually list out, okay, I think these keywords are also relevant. So, parang, okay, just add everything up in the broad campaign then and let it run. So, these can be done through the same Excel sheet na ginagamit sa bulk upload. The only difference is that meron kang additional lines for the campaign creation. So practically, when you do the setuping ng ads, you still do it in one sheet. Yun yung first upload na template na I showed earlier. Pero the first thing that you do first is you create the exact phrase and then broad campaigns. muna before adding a lot of the keywords. Pero yeah, yung sinasabi ko, that's the reason why the keyword research is relevant. Kasi the same keywords that we're using would be the initial keywords that we use in the PPC campaign. Yeah. So there's another 2 types of campaign. Ito pala yung tatlo. There's another 2 types. Actually, another 3 types pala. 6 pala lahat ng campaigns. 6 pala. There's another 3 types. Automatic, product, category targeting, and product targeting. Category targeting is more like, for the stickers category, I would want my product to be shown as a display ads. So parang, if that product if a competitor's product is under the stickers category, is under the scrapbooking stickers category, if people search for that product and goes into their listing, our product would appear on the side. So yung pag pupunta ka sa mga product listing, for example here at a glance, right? You would see na parang merong mga additional ads sa gilid. Other people's product there. So these are not search ads, these are parang display ads of suggested product. So you can also do that as an ad. So this one, you can only do this under category targeting campaigns, your product targeting campaign. So you target their specific product line, you target your competitor's product line. So what the category campaign gives you is that every product under that category. So for example, this product is under this category. It's under the office products category or the planners category, right? So I can target now, okay, I want my ads to show for all product lines under the office product category. Marami yan, libo-libo, right? So pag may customer na pumunta doon sa listing nila, mag-a-appear tayo lagi dito. If you want the bidding, mag-a-appear tayo dito. Right? So parang siya yung broad, in a sense, yung keyword, parang siya yung broad type na campaign. Kaya discovery campaign din siya. The product targeting is yung conversion campaign na. So what happens is that if the category converts, we would actually see in the report which product it converts to, an ASIN. So what would happen there is, every time na may report, we pull that ASIN out, we put it under the product targeting. Every time na may people search for that product, we display it immediately. And then, same thing, we remove it under the category targeting as a negative. So the category targeting is somehow the ASIN level discovery campaign. And then yung product targeting campaign is the ASIN level exact campaign. Pareho lang. Pero on the ads, we actually manage. The last campaign is automatic. It's like a mix between the two. It produces sometimes ASIN, it produces keywords. We just have it for the sake of having it. Pero this is actually a higher level strategy na eh. If you'd see from the Jungle Scout series, their suggested na methodology is one automatic campaign and one exact campaign. Yun lang. They don't even ask you to do broad phrase category. Automatic campaign as a discovery campaign, and then practically once it converts into automatic, ilipat mo sa exact yung keywords. But this one is like a variation that I do na from testing it out, and this is more comprehensive. This is what we're doing now. It's more effective then. Kasi we actually see a lot of keywords converting from phrase and broad and category na automatic na catching up. So parang siya yung ating in terms of running ads, this process itself is our advantage over all of the other sellers. Most sellers don't even do ads, and those that do ads actually do it very sparingly. So tapos na to, lahat ng ads tapos na. Okay. Again, writing ng copy. This one is the second task that needs to be performed after relevant keywords. In a sense, it's also important kasi yung copy mo is Amazon's means of identifying if you are relevant for that keyword. And practically what happens here is that once you build this list of keywords, you try to make sure na parang they are part of this copy na you listed out. Okay? The trick here though is balancing out yung keyword density versus readability. Because okay, for example, for me, what I would do, I can just all put 100 here in all of those statements, even if it doesn't make sense. But the thing is, this is still a marketing message. If it's not readable, or if it's easy for customers to see if it's keyword stuff, kumbaga, you just made your title just to make sure that the keyword is there, not really to entice customers to buy. For example, you'd see a lot of products that has that. And actually, recently, Amazon punishes those kind of products.
One lap left. No, no, that's fine. Delete like so many apps.
Yeah, for example, sampling something that's not readable. Look at this. 8 series, 100 pieces, pack, stickers, variety, vinyl, car, sticker, motorbike, bicycle, luggage, decal, graffiti. That's like an ugly title, right? I mean, it doesn't look readable. It doesn't even look enticing. But they did that to stuff the keywords in. And yeah, like I mentioned, not only I mean, I haven't really measured how much that is worth. I know that Amazon is actually trying to parang de-rank products that are like this when it comes to their titles and bullet points. Uh, pero definitely you would suffer in terms of convincing people to buy your product out there. I mean, having you, like I mentioned, having you rank on the first page is one thing. Actually enticing them to buy is a totally different practice path. So in a sense, that is the balance that you have to play around with this. How do you put keywords in such that you rank well, pero not too much such that it makes your product unreadable? I mean, so these are like the result of my take on that. Whether if it's effective or not, I'm not sure. Probably that's something that needs copywriting skills. So, for example, for me, what I did is I try to use this kind of dividers, parang that naturally divides your line of sight. Para in a sense, you know na parang this is really just the product title. The next are like additional statement lang. Still, it's keyword stuff. You'd see parang dito ang mga keyword mo is parang you have cactus stickers, succulent stickers, waterproof plant stickers, waterproof stickers, water bottle stickers, laptop stickers, stickers for children, stickers for adult. You have a lot of things in there.
So again, yung sa copy is per keyword. So per keyword siya. So meron, since marami kang variety of copy, parang you choose kung ano yung meron ka, kunyari is keyword na children's stickers, hanapin mo yung copy na may children's stickers.
No, you would be making the copy. You would be the one writing that. So ipapasok mo siya sa copy mo. You would write it down yourself and make sure na parang somehow that if you want to rank for them, for that keyword, included siya doon sa listing mo.
Yung sa copy.
Oo, sa copy mo. Ikaw magsusulat nito eh. Or if you have
For each keyword na.
Una muna, okay, the first things you have to do pala, nakalimutan ka. Thank you for asking. The first thing you have to do is you need to rank which keyword you want to rank for. So una muna, you choose which one is the most relevant.
How many?
Yeah, that is something you play by ear. For example, for me, what I do, wala pang process dito, pero what I do is I rank it by search volume and I select the top 5 na parang search volume na relevant na I want to rank for. And then I make sure that all of those are in my listing as phrase form. If you'd see here, I actually track 8 different things. Phrase, title, words, bullet words, back and side. So I need it in phrase form. Kumbaga, it's very relevant. If the customer search for it, they would see that exact phrase there. And then everything else is in words form na, meaning na stickers for laptops, right? If I see myself na hindi naman ganun relevant, as long as I have the word stickers for and laptop anywhere along that listing, I would consider that as parang okay na. So most of the time gagawin ko is I select 5 phrases and maybe around 20 other phrases for the 5 keywords for the phrase form and about 20 stickers for the word form. Right? And then I start off with that muna. And then, once I write it down, if I see na may space pa siya. Kasi the thing here is merong limit. How long can your phrase be bullet and backend? If I see na may phrase pa siya, and then yun naman yung panahon na I would add more keywords para mapuno ko, ma-maximize ko kung ano yung pwede ko isulat sa kanila. But yeah, like I mentioned, you have to balance out readability versus keyword stuffing, and that is something I'm still trying to improve at this point in time, right? But yeah, what I do is I rank the keywords in terms of priority of how I want, on whether I want it. I rank it depending on 2 factors: search volume and competitiveness, right? So you want high search volume, high competitiveness, and then parang use that as a factor in your decision. And then I mark those keywords. Okay, for this product, I'll try to mark for this one. And then afterwards, I'll try to write that listing sa chat nandun siya. So if may space pa, I'll add more. Right? And then afterwards, I assign it this. For example, so afterwards, this one, actually, this is how I track kung nasaan parte yung keyword na yun sa listing ko. Of course, my priority yan. I mean, people assume, and I think it's a good assumption na if the keyword is in your title, Amazon would count it as very, very, very relevant. If it's in bullets, medyo relevant. And then if it's in the back end, meaning na parang, okay, we'll rank you pero it's not that good. So in a sense, parang this is how we control the protection of the keywords. If we see na we're converting in a keyword na nasa back end, and when we rewrite, we put it in the title or we put it in the bullet points. Right? But this one, this is how we monitor. So you see it's a couple of levels. Title phrase, that means na that keyword is in the title, most relevant position, and in phrase form, meaning complete siya. So for example, you see, stickers. It's here. Stickers. So that's why title phrase. Itong stickers for children. It's here. See here, nasa dulo, great stickers for children and adults. Stickers for children is there in phrase form. So kaya nasa title phrase siya. The next level is title words, which is hindi siya nasa phrase form, pero all of those words are in the title pa rin. So for example, scrapbook stickers, laptop stickers, nasa word form siya. Bakit? Kasi here, laptop is here, and waterproof plant stickers for water bottles, laptop, computer, and scrapbook. So laptop, and then you have stickers here. So nandun siya in word form, right? Bullet phrase is if the entire keyword is in the bullet, one of the 5 bullets in phrase form. Bullet words if the keyword is in the bullets in word form, and then back end is yung nasa likod ng listing mo. It's not visible to customers, pero what you're trying to tell Amazon that I would also want for these keywords, and then you will, hopefully Amazon would rank you for them. So yeah, this is how we track it. So for example, look at this one. We have more than 100 keywords here, right? Pero technically, I actually are able to rank across everything. Na-test ko siya for lahat. So I didn't do it here. What I would do is I would get all of the themes from there and then put it here. I think for this one, kinat off ko yung mga I'm not testing now. With the idea na in the future, if I want to add keywords, I'll just grab it again from the keyword library. Yeah, pero yeah, for this one, I just put things that are actually in the listings and put it here. I guess for organization's sake siguro. Para, I'm not sure why did I decide that when I ranked here. Yeah? So yeah, so that's how you do it. So in a sense, actually, the writing is the critical part kasi that is what Amazon would decide on to deem if your listing is relevant for that keyword. So actually what I do, one of the things you need to do immediately after writing, more specifically about 15 to 30 minutes after writing the listing and uploading it in Amazon, is check whether the keywords is indexed. Right? How you do it is like this. You grab the ASIN.
So right after lang.
Makikita mo agad if Amazon considers your keyword as relevant. So meron tool si Helium 10 dyan. Scribbles, this is actually the tool that you use for writing keywords.
Once after listing lang.
Once after listing. So what Scribbles does, this is the Helium 10 tool eh. Like I said, medyo maganda nga siya. Import listing, just give you an idea. ASIN here in the Amazon UK market, apply. So ito para lang makita niyo. So kung paano siya i-write. So what you would do is the keyword list that came from your research, copy that into Scribbles. And then yan, makikita mo which keywords have you used na, which phrase have you used na sa listing mo. And habang nagsusulat ka, you can actually plan around for all of these words. Parang this is like the best tool available out there. It's still not optimized, pero that's the best tool that I have now para lang matrack ko ano yung mga keywords na ano. Yeah, for example, for this sticker, right, I made a phrase for stickers for children, laptop stickers, but I didn't do car stickers because I don't really think it's a product for car stickers. Right? So this is what you use. And then ito yung mga words form naman. So parang this is what you use to track if all of the keywords that you want to rank for are actually in your listing. Magpapakita niya sa'yo. And then afterwards, tatalong ka into this product line called Index Checker. So after mga 30 minutes, you go here, input your listing, you input your listing, your ASIN specifically,
Those pictures of that thing, we have time. Those time.
lagay mo lahat ng keywords that you try to rank for. Sorry. And then check keywords. And then it will go through all of them automatically and see if Amazon actually recognizes you as relevant for that product. Okay, see. So yeah, I think for this one, so what I would do is you would put that here and then manually input information here. Kita nyo, index. So lahat siya is index. So remember you leveling earlier? You have index, PPC converted, PPC profitable first page. So at least after your listing, you can immediately see at the very least kung na-index ka. Kasi like I mentioned, if you're not even indexed, then you won't even appear sa PPC sa kanya. And sometimes, may nangyayari dito na hindi ka na-index even for a relevant keyword. I'm not sure if I have an example here. One of the listings na I did recently, pakita ko lang sila. Yeah, tinan mo to. And this one is a matter of ano pa eh. I haven't really fully understood and tested why it mattered. Malamang if someone would take over here, this would definitely be a nice project to have kasi that means that we can improve the process. Pero look at here. Stickers for children. It's practically the same format of naming. You can see, parang after you have something in mind, you can change the format such a pare-pareho na yun. I just changed the first part. Pero the product earlier ranked for stickers for children. Nakita nyo, di ba? Naka-index siya. Pero this one, it's not. Amazon is not even indexing this for stickers for children, even if nandun siya. And even if practically we're just replicating the same strategy. So somehow there's still something that we haven't fully discovered on how things work. But the idea here is after you tested the index and you deem that keyword important, then you rearrange things. Maybe instead of putting it in the title, move mo siya sa bullet phrase, try to see it again if you do the index, just so that make sure that the keywords that you want to rank for is actually ranked. So parang ngayon, parang ang suggestion ni Helium 10. Helium 10 is a very good tutorial in this. Ang suggestion ni Helium 10, if you're not indexed on the keyword that you want, change the position, change its strategy. So either i-move mo siya from bullet to title or title to button, or instead of phrase form, gawin mo siyang words form, and then retest again para ma-index siya. Yeah, so for example here, look at that. It's not indexed in a lot of the top ranking keywords, so that is a problem for me. Kasi now, I know that Amazon wouldn't even run ads for that. So actually for this one, this needs to be worked on. Yeah. So yun yung trabaho naman on the check if the keywords are indexed part. Right? You know, edit product listing is practically uploading all of the text, image, copies in Amazon para ma-activate yung listing mo. That is simple. Setup, follow-up, everything else is L1 task na eh. Kasi all of this almost parang it's like a 1-minute task lang. So this is more like checking if they're done properly. Set up follow-up emails, meaning na naka-add ba siya doon sa campaigns as a product that feedback quiz will be sending emails for. Set up exact word ads. Ito, automated na yan. Set up email to channel positive feedback to review against the feedback quiz, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. Pero that's it. So, mabigat dito, keyword research, and then practically all of this L2 task. So that is the thing that we would have to subdivide, the three of us, when we're making this one. On the top of my head, what I'm thinking is anything related to PPC would go to Joseph. So again, phrase, category, keyword, and anything related to Excel. So even yung pang-track ng keywords na sheet, doing that. Keyword research, sa'yo Krisha, even and yung product photography and copy. And that's on the top of my head if we're just subdividing responsibility. So product research, doing the photography, writing the copy would be under you. So end to end, those are the things that you need to test again splitly. I guess. At saka, like I mentioned, and then the rest, anything related to creating the Excel sheet, papunta na kay Joseph. So parang ang mangyayari, Krisha, Joseph, Krisha. Yeah. Questions sa kanya. So, when I do this, ang nagtatagal ako is yung writing ng keyword research part and then writing ng copy na part. So,
Writing
And writing
Research.
at saka copy. Copy
Ikaw
just
nagka-create?
initially ako pa yung nag-calculate eh. I just started on a model na I'm outsourcing it to someone. So we have someone here, si Inigo, na we have an engagement for him last year. Medyo hindi ko pa gusto yung style niya. So parang nandun pa ang process of building out yung understanding level niya. Pero once that is done, at least yung keyword copying na part can be outsourced sa kanya. Yung like writing the listing. Pero definitely the keyword research still needs to come from us. Kasi what we need to provide him is the list of keywords. So in a sense, the process for this one needs to be built then. So hindi pa solid yung process for keyword research and copywriting process. That by itself can also act as a project, a KR project, honest, actually. In photography, medyo malinis na. I've worked with Arian for quite a few projects na medyo ngayon parang I just sent him the product, alam na niya kung paano magano. Ideally, if we can hire an intern for that, mas madali. That would be easier to control. Questions? I'll stop the video na.